things are hard to see. When you pray to find love, I know somewhere we could be. There's a place where we can go tonight. The rhythm will make it right, where everyone is happy and the sun will shine all night. We could have a good time that everybody sing. Why don't you let yourself slip out of control? We could have a good time that everybody sing. Get your feet up on the floor. So when the world feels dark and friends seem hard to find, you know how to light a spark, just to let your worries unwind. When you're down, there's just one way to go. Let us ascend tonight. One could be so happy and the sun will shine all night. We could have a good time that everybody sing. Why don't you let yourself slip out of control? We could have a good time that everybody sing. Get your feet up on the floor. When you're down, there's just one way to go. Let us ascend tonight. Everyone could be so happy and the sun will shine all night. We could have a good time that
Right here, right now, we're going to find improved strength and better balance. Stick with me for the 1 hour practice, or more or less, somewhere in there. Stick with me for the practice, and you will find these things. I promise. Let's start. Let's warm up. Let's come up to standing. Welcome to 316 Yoga. Hi, I'm Jan. This is where you do your yoga your way. Bottom of the screen says, don't hurt yourself. Do what's right for your body. That's the most important thing. All right, now that you're standing, let's take a stress number on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 to 10. Where are you? What's going on in your body today? Give it a number, and let's work on bringing that stress number down. Take a pose of confidence. Pose of confidence. Bring your feet about hip-width distance apart. Bring your hands to your hips. Send your shoulders back and down. Lift your chest up. Take a big breath in through your nose. And a big sighing breath out through your mouth. Strike that pose of confidence. Pick up space. You can do this. I believe in you. Now do you believe in you? All right, come on, lift on up to the balls of your feet. Here's what we do in this practice. Okay, keep lifted up onto the balls of your feet. Heels are popping up. You're strengthening your foundation. Maybe have a countertop or a chair nearby to hold on to. Every day we practice live. We practice live every single day of the week, and every practice is different. Every day is different. We're just like an in-person class, but beautiful thing here is you have this in the privacy of your own home. You have no commute, no judgment, no egos to compete with, and no competition. You're using your props. You're doing it at your time. Watch a recording, do it live, whatever you want. But most importantly, be mindful of your body. Don't hurt yourself. If something hurts, don't do it. How are you doing in the feet? Keep lifting up those heels. It's your yoga. Modify it your way. Maybe using the chair, like I said. Maybe taking a break for a second or two, and then come back into it. Know that your feet are strong, your foundation is strong, and you got this. Doesn't matter what these poses look like. What matters is how it feels. Right now, I bet you're feeling it in your calves. Take a big breath in. Big breath out, let it go. All right, you're confident here and you're standing. Come down onto your heels and lift your toes up. Look at your toes, lift them up and give them a wiggle. Strong foundation, you're building it. All right, bring your feet in a little bit more. Take a deep breath in, lengthen up. And a deep breath out. Let's go into that fireworks pose. Great pose for today, right? So spread your legs nice and wide. Spread your arms nice and wide too, so you look like a big capital letter X. Press the backs of your hands to the back of the room. Big breath in. Big breath out. Now bend your knees and your elbows and work them toward each other, and then explode like a big firework. All right, Tuesdays and Saturdays, we practice a quicker paced yoga practice. Other days of the week are different. Check us out. Do what you can, though. Do what you can. This is a quick pace, but don't get hung up on the I can'ts. All right, how about let's bring our elbows a little lower toward our knees. Maybe they touch, maybe not. It's all good. Don't get hung up on the can'ts. Think about what you can do. You can do this. Just a little bend, you're doing it. But just move. Move forward, and then before you know it, we're going to move on. All right, another way to take this, cross-body movements. Explode into that big X, and this time bring the opposite elbow to the opposite knee, and then explode. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. You got it. Explode like a firework. Life is good. All right, let's finish here. Whew, I'm feeling it already. Bring your arms down by your sides. Bring your legs in together. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Extended mountain pose. Lift your arms up high. Stretch. Reach. Find length. Soften in your shoulders. Spiral your pinkies in toward the midline. Adjust your stance so you're comfortable. And lengthen up. Interlace your fingers. Send your palms up to the sky. Palm tree pose. Sway from side to side. Lateral movement of your spine. Oh, let this feel good. All right, a word for you to think about today as we practice is the word mindful. There you go. Mindful means being attentive and aware. And, not being on autopilot. How many times are we on autopilot? Maybe you're a little bit on autopilot right now. Come out of it. Be mindful. Feel what you feel. Feel the big stretch up each side of your body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sigh it out. Let it go. All right, come back to the midline. Place your hands at your low back. Push your belly forward. Squeeze your elbows towards your spine to maybe where the ceiling and the wall meet, or maybe look up high overhead. Be mindful of your movements. Look up overhead. Nice big stretch. Chest lifts up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Fold forward. Let your gaze come down towards your knees. Let your hands hang toward the earth. Stretch it out. Head is heavy. Shake your neck. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Bend in your knees feels good. Maybe you want to close your eyes or keep them open. Breathe. Shake your neck a little bit more. Loosen it up. As you're ready, roll your spine up one vertebra at a time. Come on up to standing. Once you're standing, let's do some arm circles. Tee out your arms. Draw little circles to the back of the room. We're going to do them to the front of the room too. But just circle. Get your shoulders going. While your shoulders are going, let's do your knees too. Bend your knees a little bit and come on back up. All right, this whole week as we practice mindfulness and all that good stuff, notice your thoughts. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Guide them back to positive thoughts, to accepting thoughts, to believing in yourself thoughts. Don't be negative. Don't think negatively of yourself. Breathe. Take your arm circles, perhaps in the other direction. Maybe bend your knees a little more. Breathe. You got this. And then let's finish. Come on up to standing. Big coat swing. All right, shoulders are back and down. You're standing up nice and straight. Arms are heavy. Big breath in. Sighing breath out. Start to twist. Twist from side to side. You know, your arms are heavy and loose. They just kind of tap your backside and your hip without you even trying. Twist. Look over one shoulder, then the other. Breathe. And you know, just be kind to you in your yoga practice and everything you do, on your mat and off of your mat. Be kind to you, because you only got one body. Take care of it. It's always changing. It's always evolving, right? Take care of it. What does it need today? Maybe the twist is a little deeper. Maybe the eyes are closed. Just be mindful. Don't be on autopilot. Feel that twist. And as you're ready, let's slow it on down. Come back to the midline of your body. Let go of any expectation. Come on, you're doing just fine. Be kind to you. Let it go. Ragdoll. Hands to opposite elbow creases. Feet, adjust them so they're about hip width distance apart, and hinge forward. You know what? Everybody does habits. Everybody's got habits. Look back to your knees or up towards your belly button. Let your head hang heavy. Bend in your knees. Shift your habits. This whole month, practice shifting your habits to something good, something a little bit better than what you've been doing in the past. Now start to sway your elbows, one back toward the knee, then the other toward the other knee. Check out your neck. Make it nice and loose. What are you feeling? That's what matters. Doesn't matter how it looks. What matters is how it feels. Are you feeling a nice stretch in your low back? So develop good habits. Use this whole month to develop good habits. Let the good habits be just showing up on your mat. Don't think, oh my gosh, I gotta commit to an hour every day. Maybe just commit to this little warm-up. Maybe just show up. Just show up and establish new good habits. All right, finish up. Come back to stillness at the midline of your body, eyes open or closed. Lift your toes up, give them a wiggle. Let your gaze go back more towards your knees or up towards your belly button. So let it go. Release your fingertips to the earth. Let's come on down and do child's pose. All right, this is your moment to just get into you. Get into your mat, your space. Nobody else, nothing else matters. Take your child's pose. Variations. Knees can be together, big toes touching. Knees can be spread and big toes are still touching. Sink your hips back to your heels. If your knees are together, you can bring your arms down by your sides. If your knees are spread wide, reach your arms to the top of your room. If you have a block, you could put it under your forehead here. Lengthen through your spine. Imagine that. Lengthening in the spine from the crown of your head all the way through your tailbone. I like the extended child's pose because I can take my hands, spread them wide, and press into my palms, sending my hips back. Oh gosh, it feels like another foot, but sending the hips back 12 more inches. Maybe it's just an inch or two, but it feels really intense. Take a deep breath in. And a big sighing breath out. This is your child's pose. Feel the nice bend, nice stretch in the low body. Feel the nice lengthening of the spine. Close your lips and breathe in and out of your nose if that works for you today. Don't sweat it if it doesn't. Just breathe deeply and let all negativity go. Why be negative? Enjoy what you got. Breathe in, breathe out. Child's pose, come back to it anytime you like. Take the breaks that you need. Even this pose here, hugely intense pose, great for your body. Find length in your spine and you will feel better. Breathe in, breathe out. All right, let's move on. If you want, you don't have to. If you don't want to, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes toward your shins, straighten your legs and send your hips high, downward facing dog. All right, while we're here, let's talk about downward facing dog because we do it a lot. Look at your feet. They should be hip width distance apart. Adjust your feet so your heels are slightly lifted so we can get a nice stretch in the back of our legs. Take your hands should be shoulder width distance apart. Have your body, imagine your body looking like a mountain or an inverted letter V. Let your neck hang freely as you shake it and let it go. Push hard into your hands. Send your tailbone higher up to the sky. Now start to pedal your heels, letting one heel touch toward the earth, then the other heel touch toward the earth. So you're like pedaling it out here. working on the backs of the legs, finding strength and mobility and flexibility there. And in the ankles, let that feel good. Stretch it out. How do you like bringing it down to the earth? Bring the other one down to the earth. Breathe. This is your down dog. We come back to it often. Remember it. Press into your hands. Walk your feet up to meet your hands, or walk your hands back to meet your feet. I always walk my hands back to my feet just because of the camera angle, nothing else. Go ahead and rise on up, stacking your vertebra one at a time. Once you come up to standing, hands to prayer center. Samastitihi is this pose. Close your eyes if you like. Soften in the shoulders. Hands are at prayer center. A humble position, a position of appreciation. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, and just kind of refocus. Be proud of you for being here. Maybe create a positive little saying in your head. We can't have too many positive sayings. Maybe think, I am strong. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's do our first sun salutation A. All right, here we go. Blink your eyes open. Sweep your arms up. Extended mountain pose. Reach through your fingers. Lengthen through your hips. Exhale. Hands to prayer center in gratitude as you fold forward. Once you fold forward, let your fingers come as close to the earth as you like. And as you inhale, lift on up so your back is flat. Hands to your shins. Squeeze your shoulders back so your back is nice and flat. Neutral tabletop. Exhale, fold forward, bring your hands down. Let's do a plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Here's how you can do it. Step your feet back, hinge forward. Make a plank position. Shoulders are over your wrists. Body is long and straight. You could drop to your knees and take this on your knees. It's a no judgment zone. Don't sweat it. So Chaturanga Dandasana is 4 parts. A plank. Then exhale, low plank. Inhale, press your arms nice and straight. Tops of your feet come on your mat. Chest is forward, look forward. Again, you can be on your knees. It's all right. Upward facing dog is this pose. Let's do a down dog. Tuck your feet under. Remember this? We did it just a second ago. Downward facing dog. Pedal, breathe, let it feel good. Let's do it again a little more quickly. Feet still. Walk hands to feet or feet to hands. Inhale, let your arms sweep up to that extended mountain. Tadasana pose. Lengthen, breathe, stretch. You got it. As you exhale, hands to prayer center. I am strong. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Back is flat. Exhale, hands come down. Chaturanga Dandasana your way. I'm going to do high plank, pushing the earth away. Exhale, low plank, bend the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog, tops of the feet on the mat. Exhale, down dog, hips are high. Push the earth away, pedal it out, shake your neck. Still your heels. Feet walk to your hands or hands walk to your feet. Sweep your arms up, extended mountain, lengthen. Exhale, hands to prayer center, Samastitihi. With your hands at prayer center, eyes closed. Say your mantra, I am strong. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Eyes open, sun salutation B. Here's how you do it. Bend your knees. Ooh, big muscles here. Nice and strong muscles here. Arms go forward, chair pose, Utkatasana. Reach your arms forward. Sink back into your hips. Sink more into your heels. Put the weight into your heels. Maybe lift your toes up. A great prop could be that chair. Maybe you're holding onto it. Maybe you're literally sitting in a chair. Don't sweat it. It's all good. Reach your fingers forward. Sink a little bit lower. Hold on. Lengthen through the fingers. Exhale more back into the heels. Wiggle the toes. Look forward. Important, strong pose. All right, let's come into our sun B. Bring your hands to prayer center, straighten your knees, fold forward. Been here before, haven't we? Inhale, halfway lift. Remember that tabletop position? Exhale, hands come down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Remember, take it on your knees if you want. Plank. Exhale, low plank. Press into the arms. Breathe. Upward facing dog. Flip the backs of your feet to a natural position. Down dog. Pedal. Breathe, shake your neck. Still your feet. We're going to kick our right leg high to the sky. Exhale, sweep it through to a low lunge. What does that mean? Bring the right foot in between the two front hands. Stand up, plant your feet. Back foot is at a 45 or 90-degree angle. Right foot points forward. Now bend into your knees. Bend into the right knee. Right knee is over the right ankle. Maybe wiggle your toes more to the top of your mat. Strong warrior pose here. Hips are underneath your shoulders. Arms tee out. Lengthen up through your spine. Be strong here. I'm going to wiggle my right thigh. Wiggle my toes. Can't wiggle my thigh. Wiggle my toes more forward and settle in here, working my thigh a little more horizontal to the earth. Lengthen up. Exhale, soften up. Inhale, lengthen. Turn your head to the right. Exhale, reach forward, 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 and then tick-tock your arms 6 and 12. Press your right forearm into your thigh or straighten the arms and find length here. Reach from fingertips to fingertips. Left finger's going up, right finger's going down. Look up to your left fingers. Remember that big mindful stretch we felt when we did our palm tree pose? Feeling it here too, right? Reach, stretch, you got it. Reverse warrior. Take an inhale, come on up. Right arm goes high, left arm goes low. Look up, breathe. Left arm slides down your back leg, reach. Exhale, cartwheel your arms. Chaturanga Dandasana. Right foot goes back to meet the left. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog. Remember the tops of your feet are on your mat on this one. Then down dog. Pedal it out and breathe. Guess what? We got another leg to do. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Lift your left leg high. Exhale, sweep it through, low lunge. Rise on up to standing. Feet are planted. Arms tee out. Sink low. Imagine squeezing the mat together with your strong legs. Breathe, lengthen up. Exhale, settle in. You're stretching, you're reaching through both sets of fingertips. Lengthen up. Exhale, look to the left. Reach to the left. Then tick-tock 6 and 12. Arms reach, long and strong. You're looking up to your hand. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm down, left arm up. Look up, breathe. You're strong. You got it. When you're ready, cartwheel your arms. Chaturanga Dandasana. Left foot meets right. High plank to low plank. Press the earth away, up dog. Maybe you're on your knees, no sweat. Lengthen up. Exhale, down dog. Tuck your feet. Hips are high. Pedal it out. Breathe. Let's do it again. Walk your feet to meet your hands or your hands to meet your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms sweep up. Tadasana, extended mountain. Remember chair pose? Do it again. Bend your knees. Reach through your fingers. Bend your knees some more. Reach through your fingers some more. Hold on here. Chair pose. How are your heels doing? Breathe, reach, stay strong. Hands to prayer center. Straighten the legs, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, tabletop. Exhale, hands plant, legs come back. Your plank variation. Maybe it's on your knees. Bend the elbows. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal, breathe. Still your feet. Right leg kicks high. Exhale, sweep it through to a low lunge. Hand between, or feet, foot, right foot between the two hands. Inhale, rise up. Warrior two. Legs are spread. Feet are solid on the ground. Arms tee out. Right knee bends. Lengthen up. Squeeze your mat together. Settle in. Let it go. Inhale, lengthen up. Turn your head to the right. Exhale, reach to the right. Tick-tock. Look up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Rise. Keep your low body just like it is. Right arm goes up. Left hand comes down. Look up. Cartwheel the arms. Chaturanga Dandasana. Hands plant. Right foot meets left. High plank, low plank. Push the earth away. Up dog. Exhale. Down dog. Pedal. Breathe. Shake your neck. When you're ready, other side. I'm switching sides, so my bottom and the camera. Lift your left leg high. Exhale, sweep it through. Low lunge. Rise up. Warrior two. Come on. You're strong. Sink down. Wiggle your toes a little bit more to the front of the mat as you work that thigh more parallel to the earth. Lengthen up. Breathe. Turn your head to the left. Exhale, reach. Tick-tock. I like the tick-tock, don't you? Reach, stretch. Look up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm down, left arm up. Look up. Breathe. Look up. Really try to see your hand. Exhale. Cartwheel your arms. Chaturanga. Dandasana. High plank. Low plank. Upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog. Pedal. Breathe. Move your hips. Shake your neck. Still your feet. Tailbone high to the sky. Push hard into your hands. Bend your knees. Hover them an inch or so above the mat. Shoulders are over your wrists. Hold it here. Come on down to your knees. Have a seat. You did it. All right. That was your sun A, your sun B. Motion is lotion. Fun saying. Grab a drink. And the whole idea is you got to move it. Move it or lose it, right? When you move, you just feel really better. All right, here's something to think about as you drink your water. Practicing yoga for 8 weeks. A study by ARPA showed that it increases your flexibility by a whopping 35%. Who wouldn't want that? Practice every day. Come back, just try, and see the good results. All right, 30 minutes of yoga also. Just 30 minutes a day. Improves your memory, improves your focus, helps lower blood pressure, and supposedly the harmful LDL cholesterol reduces it by 12 points. Who knows? It's worth a try, right? Let's go. Come on down. You can use your strap here for your boat pose if you want. I'm not going to use it today. Check us out another day to use the strap. All right, soles of the feet touch. Knees open wide. Our usual little 3-sequence series of core strengthening. Hands to prayer center. Let's say our mantra to ourselves. Big breath in. Big breath out. I'm strong. I'm strong. I got this. Come on back. Slowly recline all the way down. All the way down. Take it slowly. Once you're down, adjust your feet. Let your knees fall open to the side. Bring your fingertips lightly to your temples. Little Supta Konasana sit-ups. As you exhale, you come up in the shoulders. As you inhale, you come down. Elbows open wide. Little lifts, little lowers, working that low belly, working the whole belly really. Lift and lower. How's it going? You got this. Maybe 1 or 2 lifts, maybe 3 or 4. Maybe keep the elbows and shoulders lifted and pulse the chin up to the sky. Your gaze is up to the sky. Don't be looking towards your knees or your feet. You want your spine nice and straight, elbows open wide to the ground. Let's come on down. Bicycle time. Knees can be together. Soles of your feet can plant. I'll show you some options. Maybe soles of your feet are on the ground. You peel your shoulders up again like we did just 3 seconds ago. And then work elbows toward opposite knees. Maybe that feels great. Maybe shoulders come down and you lie down and you bring your knees up over your hips. Shins parallel to the earth. Toes drawn toward your shins, heels as if they're driving toward the front wall. Now ride a recumbent bicycle. Ride the bike, sending one heel toward the bottom of the mat, then the other. Don't forget the big bend in the other leg. There's your recumbent bike. Put it all together by peeling up the shoulders and bringing opposite elbows toward opposite knee. How do you like that? Another variation. You know this one. Straighten your legs. Straighten your legs and kick them like scissor kick. Elbow toward opposite knee. Breathe. How does that feel? You do what feels best for you right now. All right, stick pose. Take a little break. Send your legs long. Heels on your mat. Arms overhead. Stretch. Find length. Feel it in your hip flexors, the front of your hips. Stretch, reach, breathe. Time for boat pose, Navasana. All right, osteoporosis, osteopenia. If you've been labeled with that, check with your doctor to see if it's okay to rock on your spine. All right, if you have any doubts, don't do it. Hands behind your knees. Rock and roll a couple of times and just have fun here. We're going to go back and forth, rock and roll. Roll on your spine. Think back to when you were a kid doing somersaults. Hey, it's a good day to go outside and do somersaults, right? All right, rock on your spine. Again, motion is lotion. Come on up to seated. Now lean on back like you're in a beach chair. That sounds good today too. Send your shoulders back and down. Back is flat, neck is straight, gaze is forward. Little to no weight in your heels. Maybe lift one leg or the other or both. Maybe lean back in your beach chair a little more and send your legs long and straight. You could be using that strap if you want. I'm not using it today. Reach your hands towards your feet. Lift your arms up, maybe a little higher. Chest is lifted. Put a smile on your face. Boat pose, great pose for your core strength. You've got this. Bend the knees, hug them in. Soles of the feet down. Wrap your forearms around your shins. You really got to suck your belly in for this one. Lengthen up and soften up in the shoulders. Press the weight into your toes. And then maybe take the weight out of your toes. Find a little bit of balance here. You can do it. There's all kinds of ways to balance. So, who thinks of seated balance, right? Other days we do bird dog pose too. That's a balancing pose, but you're on all fours. Circle your ankles maybe in one direction. Circle them in the other. Find your balance. You've got it. You're strong. All right, plant your feet, maybe crisscross the ankles. Hands come down onto your mat. Send your hips high. Let's go to a down dog. I said we'd come back to this a lot. You know this pose. Feet hip width distance, hands shoulder width distance. Push hard into your hands, tailbone lifted. Heels, pedal them out. Breathe. Still your feet. Kick your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, sweep it through to a low lunge. All right, right foot between the two front hands. Bend into the left knee. Come on up, shoulders over your hips. Bend into your left knee, take it slowly. And you could come all the way down to your mat. That's totally fine. Or keep the knee a little bit lifted. Lift the arms high up to the sky. Take this lunge. Strong legs, dig them into the earth. Strong fingers, raise them up to the sky. Hold here in your lunge. Big breath in, big breath out. Settle the shoulders. Bring your hands to prayer center. Say your little mantra. I am strong. I got this. I'm doing it. Let's take a twist. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Hands are stacked on top of each other, and so are your elbows. Look down to your right knee, or your right toe. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist and look to the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist some more and look to the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Maybe over your right shoulder. Let's finish. Hands come back to center. Plant them inside your right front foot. Come down onto your back leg, top of the left foot on the mat. Wiggle your right toes to the top of the mat and maybe grab a block. Right toes, go to the top front corner of your mat. Left hip, oh, I'm feeling it there. How about you? Nice big stretch in the left hip. Block, you can put your hands on it. Think of the block as bringing the ground up to you. Your right toes, which have wiggled up to the top right corner of your mat, open them up for a runner's lunge. Breathe. Maybe you bring your forearms down to your block. Lengthen the spine. Great mobility in the hips. Maybe forearms come down to the earth. Breathe here in your variation of your runner's lunge. Nothing wrong with keeping the arms straight and holding on here. Hello to Lynn, Stan, Marietta, Tammy, Tyrone, Kelly, Susan, Tina, Rena, Hal, Becky, Steve, and Roger. Good to see you. Press into your feet or press into your hands. Breathe. This is your runner's lunge. How does it feel? All right, let's go into a side plank. Send your right foot back to meet your left foot. We're going to do a side plank using the left side as a foundation first. Left shoulder over left wrist. You can stay down on your bottom left knee if you want. Extend your right leg. Hips are in line. Arm can go high to the sky. Want to take it a little differently? Extend both legs. They can be kind of side by side, or stack them so the ankles touch. Right arm goes high. Breathe. Stay lifted in the hips. Look up to your right hand, side plank. Let's finish here. Hands come down. Hips go up. Down dog. Pedal it out. Shake your neck. We did the right side. Let's do the left. Kick your left leg high to the sky. Exhale, sweep it through to your low lunge. Rise on up, shoulders over your hips. Hold it here and bend more in those knees. Remember, the back knee can come down. Arms lift up to the sky. Lengthen up, hold here, you're strong. No problem coming down to that back knee, no big deal. Don't sweat it. Do what works for you today. Lengthen up, breathe, soften up in the shoulders. Hands to prayer center, let's do the twist. Right elbow outside of the left knee. Hands stack, elbow stack, lengthen, and then twist. Lengthen and twist. Lengthen and, you know what, twist. Slowly come back to the midline. Knee comes down if it's not already there. Left toes, wiggle them to the top left corner of your mat. Block can be here for your hands. No block at all. Hands can come down. Right leg, adjust it so it's nice and straight, and the top of the right foot is on the mat. Whew. Lengthen. Open up the knee maybe to the left side. Come onto the pinky edge side of that foot if that feels right. Maybe forearms come down to the block. Maybe you use a half-size block and bring it down, or no block at all, and bring the forearms down to the earth. Breathe in, breathe out. Guess what? Time for a side plank. Straighten your hands, straighten your arms, send the left foot now back to meet the right, and your right hand is going to be your foundation in this side plank. Shoulder over wrist is an important element. Maybe you're down on the bottom knee, maybe you straighten the legs, and take your side plank here. Look up to the sky, keep your hips strong and lifted, breathe, finish. Hands come down, go back to that down dog, pedal it out, look back to your feet, shake your neck, woo, still your heels. Walk your feet up to meet your hands, or your hands back to meet your feet. Halfway lift, shoulders back, find length. Exhale, fold forward. Maybe notice, because you're aware today, are your hands closer to the earth. Breathe in, breathe out. Sweep your arms up, extended mountain. Find length here. Arms are lifted. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's do some of that balancing. All right, favorite balancing pose is tree. We did this yesterday, we do it a lot. Root into your feet, hands to prayer center. Take that Samastitihi, eyes closed. Readjust. Say your mantra, I am strong. Breathe in, breathe out. Time for tree. Root into your left foot. Lift your right leg to the side with a bent knee. Bring the sole of the foot to wherever you want it to be. Hold on, if you need to or want to a chair. Press the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot. Just don't put your foot on your knee. Grow your branches, that's an option. Here's a tip that'll help. Look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Sway your branches if that feels right. Maybe try to close your eyes or take a long blink. Hands back to prayer center. Guide the knee of the bent leg to the front of the room and then place it down. When you're ready, take a big step out with your right leg. Let's do toppling tree. Send the weight into your right leg as your back heel lifts. Take your hands, interlace them behind your low back. Press your thumbs into your low back. Open up through your chest, shoulders back and down. Weight in the right knee, which has a little bend in it. Take the weight out of your left leg as much as you want. Maybe send it up the back wall. Then start to work your hands away from your back. Keep them interlaced, but send them up the back wall and up toward the sky as you find your balance on your right foot. Slow it down, bring it on down. Left foot meets right. Come back to standing. Come back to tree. This time, opposite leg. Root into your left leg and bend the opposite knee. I think that's the way we did it. Hope I've got it right. All right, the other side. Bring your foot up inside the leg. Push the leg into the foot into the leg. I told you we're live. I told you there's no cuts. Told you it's like a real class. Have fun with it. Hands at prayer center, lengthen up. Maybe you stay right here. Hold, breathe, focus. Focus forward. Look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. You feel a little more lift in your body. Hold on, stay strong, grow your branches. Sway your branches. Maybe the eyes close for a microsecond, or maybe a little bit longer. Breathe. Find your balance, your way. Do it your way. Bring your hands back to prayer center. Guide the knee to the front of the room. Plant the sole of that foot down. We're going to step out with the opposite leg. The left leg goes forward. Interlaced fingers behind your low back. Back heel lifts because you're kind of on the ball of that right foot. Chest is strong. Almost feels like a confidence pose, right? Lengthen up. Exhale. Little bend in the knee. Hinge forward. Find your balance here. Balance. Use it or lose it. Try. Just try. This is good enough. Everything is good enough as long as it feels right for you. Interlace your fingers, send them up the back wall, maybe hinge more forward. Let the right leg come up, up, up. Let your gaze go to your foot or to your ankle or to your knee, and then finish. Right foot meets left, hands back to prayer center. You're strong. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Eyes are open. Let's do eagle pose, Garandasana. Good pose for today, right? All right, remember chair? Let's do it again. Bend your knees, weight into your heels, arms reach forward. If you're not liking this in the arms, you know there's variations. Hands to opposite shoulders, hands to prayer center. Keep your hands on your hips or on your thighs. Sink low. Low body's feeling this. Maybe you're in a chair. It's all good. All right, I'm going to take my arms. I'm going to sweep my right arm under my left. I'm going to have my palms touch. I'm going to send my elbows down. I'm going to look over my fingertips. This is eagle in the arms. Let's add in the legs if you want. You can do just the arms, just the legs, you decide. I'm going to root into my left foot. I'm going to lift my right leg. I'm going to cross my legs, squeeze in the upper inner thighs. I'm going to take the top of my right foot, hook it behind my left calf. I'm going to squeeze everything down and hold it here. This is eagle pose, Garandasana. Let's do some more balancing here with an eagle-armed airplane. Keep your arms the way they are. Uncurl your legs. Send your right leg back to the back wall and then bend at the waist. Work the fingers to the front of your mat and hold here in your eagle-armed airplane. Let's finish. Right foot meets left. Uncurl your arms. Reach them high. Extended mountain. Take a baby back bend. Reach the fingers to the back of the room. Chest is lifted. Come back to extended mountain. Fingers reaching to the sky. Come back to chair pose as we go into eagle on the other side. Bend your knees, reach your arms, or take your arm variation. Sink your weight back into your heels. You got it. I'm going to sweep my left arm under my right. Palms touch, elbows down, gaze over the fingertips. Sink low. Right foot is going to stay put this time, and the left leg's going to lift. Cross the legs. Maybe the left foot hooks behind the right calf. Sink low. Bring your shoulders back so you're looking forward, not looking down. Hold it here, squeeze tightly. Eagle pose. Let's do eagle-armed airplane. Just let the leg uncurl. Send it to the back wall. You're still on that right foot. Pinky edge side of your hands toward your mat. Reach your fingertips more to the top of the mat. Stretch and find length. You've got strength. Use it. Left foot meets right. Arms uncurl. Arms go up and you find length here. Lengthen up. Breathe. Humble warrior. Prayer. Hands to prayer center. Bend your legs again. Oh my gosh. Bend your legs. Chair pose. Right leg lifts. Cross it over the left. Create a figure 4 here. Sink low. Stretching out the backside in preparation for eagle. Bring your hands behind your low back. Interlaced fingers, work them up the back wall. Look down to your left toes. Sink a little bit lower. You should be feeling a really good stretch in your backside, in your bottom. Breathe. How are you doing? Release your hands back to prayer center. Release the right foot to meet the left. Stay low in your chair. Don't go anywhere. Stay here. Breathe. Weight into the right foot. Lift your left leg up. Cross the ankles. Maybe use your hands. Cross it a little bit more outside of the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Hold it right here. Maybe interlace your fingers behind your low back. Work the thumbs away from your low back and work your fingers up the back wall. Sink low, look down to your toes. Hold on. Release your hands back to prayer center. Release the left foot to meet the right. Come up to standing. Stretch it all out in your extended mountain length. Exhale, hands to prayer center, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, walk them forward, high plank. High plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. High plank, low plank. Press the earth away, up dog. Tuck your feet, exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg kicks high. Let's get into the hips. Bring your right knee behind your right wrist. Left leg long, top of the left foot on the mat. Slip a towel under your left knee if that feels better. Gonna work my right shin a little more parallel to the top of the mat, a little more, and I emphasize little. All right, left leg is long. Nice big stretch in your right glutes. You can take a block, slip it under your right glutes to keep your hips equidistant to the mat. Slip on down to your forearms, rest your head on your hands, soften in your shoulders, send breath to your hips, especially your right hip, and realize we're not going to be here long. Check us out another day when we do a restorative practice on Sundays and Thursdays where we do hold it for a longer period of time. Nice stretch in your right hip. Let's come out of it. Straighten your hands, press your hands into your mat, tuck your left toes under towards your shin, remove the block, send your right leg back to meet the left, shake it out in a three-legged down dog. Plant the left foot next to the right. Readjust your down dog. Left leg, kick it high. Exhale, left knee, left wrist. Right leg, long and straight. Top of the right foot on the mat. Little adjustment in your left shin. Maybe hold it here. Breathe through it here. Slip on down to the forearms if that feels good. Rest your head. Soften your shoulders. Breathe. Don't forget the power in your breath. Soften the shoulders. Soften the hips. Breathe in. Breathe out. You've got it. Great pose for your hips, for your low body, for your flexibility, for your mobility. Let's come out of it. Hands on the mat. Elbows straighten. Tuck your back right foot. Left leg goes back. Three-legged down dog. Shake it out. Come back to a down dog. Tailbone high to the sky. Shake your neck. Hinge forward. High plank. Hold it. Push the earth away. We're not going to be here long, I promise. Hold it. Breathe. Slowly lower down. Elbows bend. Come down to your belly. All right. Cobra pose. Bhujangasana. Hands underneath your collarbones. Zip up your legs. Big toes touch. Think of a cobra. Your arms are like the cobra fan. All right. Nose, chin, forehead on the mat. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. Inhale, peel your shoulders up, look down your nose. Feel the compression in your low back, lift in the shoulders. Maybe take the weight out of your hands, squeezing the elbows towards your spine, then squeezing your elbows down towards your feet. Lift and hold here. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Come on down. Turn your head so your left cheek is on the mat, arms down by your sides. Breathe in, breathe out. Head back to the midline of your body. Bend your knees. Reach your hands back towards your knees. Maybe they're nowhere near it. That's okay. Maybe you put a big bend in your knees and capture the outsides of your ankles. Wiggle your knees together. Kick hard into your hands. Lift on up through the chest and in the thighs. Gaze down your nose, floor bow. Dhanurasana. Finish. Legs come down, arms go down. Head turns, right cheek on the mat. Breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Big pose. Let's do camel. Hands under your collarbones. Press on up, straighten the arms, seal pose, soften in your glutes. Come on up to standing on your knees. Maybe take block, place it between your ankles at a high height. Hands to your low backs, elbows squeezed back, hips are pushed forward by your hands. Look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Look up overhead. Look back to where the ceiling and the wall meets at the back of your room. Maybe hands to your heels, then come on up. Hands to your low back, remove the block, place your eye shade and your towel at the top of your mat, put your blocks aside. Now let's find some length in our spine. Legs go long, crisscross at the ankles, lengthen up through your arms. Exhale, reach forward. Send your gaze forward and your reach forward in your parallel arms. Inhale, back up to center. Crisscross your legs the other way. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach forward and find length. Breathe. Arms up to the sky. Legs are side by side. Lengthen up. Exhale, reach forward and reach and reach. And capture your ankles. Hug your elbows in. Look down to your knees. Inhale, come on back up. You found length in your spine. Let's find some mobility in our spine with a supine twist. All right, so come on down, all the way down to your back. Left leg straight, right leg bends, hug the right knee in. Left leg is long and straight. Feel the calf on the mat. Draw the left toes toward the shin. Right leg, you're hugging the knee. Circle the ankle this way and that. Hug the knee in. Left hand will now guide it across the midline of your body. Right shoulder stays down. Tee out your right arm and look to the right. Find this twist in your spine. Got to find length before you find the twist. We did that. All right, right hip down. Hug the right knee in. Send the right leg long. Left leg bends. Hug the left knee in. Breathe, shoulders are down. Right hand grabs the left knee and rocks it across the body. Roll onto the right hip. Left arm tees out. Look to the left. Breathe. Left hip down, right knee hugs in, circle the ankle, let it be. Both legs go long on your mat. Drag both heels up your mat using your strong core. Bring the knees up toward the armpits. Left hand hugs left knee in. Right hand hugs right knee in. Rock back and forth. Reach your hands down, capture inside your calves as best you can, or maybe you even capture your heels. Send one leg up to the sky for happy baby, Ananda Balasana. Other leg straightens, send it up to the sky while the other knee bends. Happy baby pose, rock a little bit in your low back. Finish up, heels go high. Use your hands, open up your inner calves, open up your inner thighs. Breathe, then bring the legs back together, bend your knees, send your legs long. Final Shavasana. All right, your towel, your eye shade, cover your eyes. Arms down by your sides. Feet slightly spread. Tuck your shoulders under. All right. Homework. A month of homework. Yesterday's was balancing. Brushing your teeth, standing on one foot. Easy peasy. Here's your homework this time. Eyes are closed. Breathe in, breathe out. You're mindful. You're aware of your breath. You're not on autopilot. Take your hands now. Squeeze your hands into a fist. Where do you feel it? Not only in the hands, but up the forearms, up the shoulders, up into your neck even. Same thing, squeeze your toes toward the sole of your foot. Feel the tension there. You feel it all the way up into your hips with your hands and your feet squeezed. Everything is tight and tense, like you're in a plank, right? So squeeze. This is how tension feels. That's tension. Here's your homework. Release the tension. Let it go. As you release your hands to open palms, as you release your feet, feel the tension in those muscles go away. So when you start to feel tense, tense it up even more. And then breathe through it. Release and let the tension go. It doesn't do you any good. Do it again. Just give it a try. Squeeze fingers, toes, tight squeeze. Feel everything tighten up like it does when you do a plank pose. And then release. Be aware of letting go. Eyes are closed. Just breathe here. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. This is your final Shavasana pose. Stay in it longer, if you can, if you like. Maybe your remote control is right beside you. Push the pause button and breathe. All the tension is gone. Your body is refreshed and renewed. You are stronger, you are more mobile, you are more flexible. You're better prepared to handle your day. Okay, so if it's time to finish this practice, start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Circle the wrists and the ankles. Inhale, reach high overhead and take a big good morning stretch like it's the first stretch of your morning. Exhale, bend your knees and your elbows, roll into a fetal position, and let your low arms bicep be a pillow for your head. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. You did it. You did it. You did it just right. Breathe in. Breathe out. And slowly make your way up to a seated position. Use your hands or don't use your hands. Nobody's judging you. You're doing your yoga from home. Crisscross at the knees. Bring your hands to a prayer center position. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. And soften in the shoulders and the hips and the knees. Slowly blink your eyes open. All right, you did it. You did an hour-long yoga practice. I'm impressed. You did it. You did it perfectly. In the beginning of every practice, we always take a stress number. What was it and what is it now? No matter how you did it right, as long as you don't hurt. Sweat yourself, don't sweat, and don't put yourself. Do it a full breath in and a big breath out. You have the power in your breath. Do your homework. And from all of us to all of you, remember these: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness towards you, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Have a great day, everybody. See you on your mats tomorrow. Love you. Goodbye. Hey, you. Another practice in the books. Good on you. Allow yourself the grace to just enjoy the practice just the way it is in your body, however it feels. Don't ever let a practice hurt. Just enjoy it and just show up. Let your dogs be there too. They're kind of fun to practice with. All right, here's the deal. Our practice is free for anybody and everybody. You know that. Tell your friends about us. Tell them how good you're feeling. They can do yoga too. We can all do yoga, dogs included. If you'd like to support our broadcast, visit our website. It's www.316yoga.com. See you on your mats tomorrow, and just give yourself a little bit of grace in all you do today. See you tomorrow.